Good morning. Good morning. I was just on the Go Live together, so I know they're just coming to an end. Eddie's getting ready to do his list of who is live today. I love that list, but I usually miss it because I have to come over here. This is Foodie Time. Welcome to Foodie Time. Hey, we are a connect and grow chat. We love to chat in the morning. We chat from like 7:15, I think actually earlier than that, till now and a little bit beyond, okay? And the reason we chat is because we are a community of creators. We also have a lot of supporters who are not creators, so that's good too. So if you're not a creator and you're here, welcome. But if you are a creator, we are very supportive of creators. So be sure to, first of all, if you're watching the replay instead of live, type hashtag replay so that we can connect with you even though you weren't at the live. And if you are at the live, type hashtag grow so that we can see your link and come and connect to your channel. It's a win-win situation. We love to bring new people into the community, and we also love to, tell people about our community. So there you go. Now, you guys, I'm a little bit off today because Scott had us up so late last night. No, I'm teasing Scott. Scott is in Arizona. He did a live last night called Two Truths and a Lie. See, I was about to tell a lie. And oh my goodness, it was funny. It was really funny. Okay. But it was late. And after that, I couldn't even sleep. And then when I finally did go to sleep, you guys, I slept through everything this morning. I missed Eddie's show this morning. I mean, I've been trying to get up at 7:30 at least just to catch Eddie's show. And I didn't make it to anything. I barely made it to a Sea Lake Journeys Wacky Wednesday this morning. Yes, we have a lot of people that come on in the morning. Anyway, my name is Vicky, and this is Foodie Time. Everybody calls me Foodie because I'm obsessed with food. Y'all don't know that because you haven't cruised with me yet. But if you ever cruise with me, you will know why they call me Foodie. Yes. It's funny when you're doing vlogs for YouTube, most people can't see what you're doing most of the day. So they can't tell how much you eat or drink. But you will notice that. And we do plan to do some group cruises together, and I'll talk about that in about 30 minutes. But we do plan to do some group cruises as a community. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to meet everybody. So we're going to try to pull as many people as we can into our group cruises so that we can meet everybody. That would be so awesome. Okay. Yeah, you guys, it's about to storm here. Okay. The cloudy skies. They predict that we might have tornado warnings. I'm not a tornado person. I don't do well in extreme weather. I'm like the puppy that freaks out every time lightning strikes. That's me. So anyway, look, it is the Go Live raid. Oh my gosh, I guess I better start saying hello. Everybody's coming in. First person into the chat is Angie. Angie from Whatever Floats Your Boat, otherwise known as Floaty Boaty. In case you're curious who that is Angie. She lives across the bridge from me. Floaty Boaty says though she don't do bridges. She'll float over, but she ain't doing no bridge. She says, "Hey y'all, Bone Tired Travelers, Denise, hi, how you doing?" It was fun watching y'all. I missed the part where you guys did your two truths and a lie last night, and I'm trying to go back through from the beginning to watch it, see what happened. Hopefully, I'll get to do that today. But yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, I knew a little bit about y'all before that show, but oh my goodness, learned some stuff about y'all. But anyway, everybody's saying hello. Scott, Foodie Time, baby. Yes. Welcome, Scott. Scott, I thought you was doing the April Fools. I did not believe that you were going to do that broadcast last night. So, you know, I guess April Fools on me. I didn't know. And after I came out of pickleball, I went to the live and saw you guys. And I was like, wow, he wasn't kidding. If I had known that you weren't playing a trick on me, I'd have been on the panel. I'd have done it. Yes, I would have done it. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. And Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. Good morning. Welcome into the chat. I love when people come in with sunshine. We really need it. I need some sunshine, y'all. I'm still sleepy. I'm almost as sleepy as Eddie. Eddie, you looked a little tired today. Bless your heart. So I got to come up with a nickname for when you look tired since you call me Victoria. Okay. Just saying. But here we go. Cheryl, we are so glad you're coming. Scott, I am so glad she's coming. Oh my gosh, but we'll get to that in a minute. So everybody saying hello, and Denise said, hashtag Scott's fault. It really is, y'all. This is why our eyes are going like this. He is 3 hours behind us. So he's nice and fresh today, as he always is. It doesn't matter what time. I don't know what kind of caffeine you are on, but it doesn't matter. Scott is always awake. So there you go. See, this is me rubbing my eyes. Oh, it's been bad. And I slept so good, y'all. I really did. But hey, Ron, the Fam Adventures, good morning. Welcome into the chat, Ron. Ron, you and Darlene. Darlene, she's funny, okay? But when she said she went to 13 schools, I knew she had to be, her family was a traveling family like my family. As soon as she said that, only people who really go through that will say 13 schools. So I knew 13 schools was the truth, okay? I just had to say that. Coker Culture, welcome to the chat, Zach. Hi. Hey, everyone. Just wanted to pop in before I start teaching. Wow. So you are a nerd. I'm a nerd too. I'm an IT nerd. I don't know. You guys probably can't even imagine me being a coder, but yes, I am an IT nerd. So I've heard about the nerd herd. I got to figure out how to see y'all's lives. I'm totally off on the schedule. So there you go. And it is Scott's fault. Ron said hashtag Scott's fault. We're going to say that all day long, Scott, as we are all just yawning. Okay. I mean, the thing about it is the show was so invigorating. You could not sleep after you saw the show. I mean, it was just that exciting. Scott, I got to hand it to you, dude. You should be, like a Steve Harvey. I mean, you should have a whole bunch of shows on TV. I know you have a whole bunch of shows on YouTube, but yeah, you have got that thing, the it factor. Okay, you got it. Scott's fault. Denise says, oh yeah, I didn't get to sleep till 11 o'clock. Isn't that funny that at this point, 11 o'clock is late for us? I can't imagine what we're going to be like on the cruise, yeah. He'll be up all night. We'll probably be just dragging around, right? Angie says, I didn't make it through Scott's show last night, Jan. I know. I saw that you were in there early. I looked to see who had been there, and you were there. And Scott said, Angie, half the panel didn't either. I mean, like I said, you can't. And like I said, I thought it was going to be an April Fool's joke because Scott's got me early yesterday. He got me so early. He did a cruise April Fool's. And, when you say 50% off of anything, I'm just like all in it. So he got me good. Anyway, ocean to ocean travel. Yay. Welcome to the chat. Oh, my goodness. Do you know that we talk about you guys daily? I do a group list of the group, group chat, group. See, Scott, I can't even talk. I'm so asleep. A group cruise list, and we talk about you're the first on the list. No, you're not. You're okay. I'm telling a lie. You're on the 2026 list. Yeah, the ABC cruise. But we're going to get to that in about 20 minutes, y'all. We'll get to that, and we'll talk about the group cruises. Bone Tired Traveler says, and woke up at 2 with a headache, took 2 Excedrin, and went back to sleep till 6:20. Girl, that is bad. Okay, I slept like a baby once I fell asleep. Couldn't wake up. Cindy, okay, Bruce. See, I didn't know about your other half. I didn't know their name. I have to write that down, okay? Yes. Okay. And Angie said, getting ready for the storms tonight. Anybody else getting storms tonight? Are we the only people that are in fear of tornadoes tonight? They said it's going to rain here in the Ohio Valley. We're not in Ohio, by the way. It's going to rain here from Wednesday to Saturday. So we got flood warnings, tornado warnings. I mean, there'll be trailers floating off into the distance, y'all. It's going to be the ones that haven't flown off like the Wizard of Oz. I mean, Kentucky and Indiana, when we get hit by tornadoes, it can be pretty ugly. I know that in Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana, if you guys get hit by tornadoes, it's not pretty. I mean, y'all get hit by like bunches of tornadoes going through. So do you guys have storms coming through, or is it just us? Anyway, praying for everybody that you get to keep your house and everybody is safe. Okay. Yeah, I'm really kind of scared. GLT Raid, yes. Thank you guys from the Go Live crew. Those my buddies. I tell you, if it wasn't for the Go Live Together people, I would not be here, especially Eddie. Jeremy taught me a little bit about Nightbot. So Nightbot, somebody type hashtag grow, so we'll see if Nightbot is awake because I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, they taught me about, and just by leading, they're leading by example. All of the people like Chad and Kurt and Marsha and Eddie and everybody who comes on in the morning, you guys lead by example. And I love that. I mean, you guys show us the way and bless you. That's how I feel about that. Okay, walking with Goldie. Welcome to the chat, Goldie. Hi, dear. I love Goldie. Hi, they're lovely people. And then Kathy Mills, welcome to the chat, Kathy. Good morning, GLT Raid. Yes, GLT Raid. You guys are lovely. Ocean to ocean travel. Everybody's saying hello to Bruce and Cindy and Kathy Mills. We're a very friendly community. Oh, TWP Popcorn. Hi, what's poppin', dude? What's poppin'? TWP Popcorn, if y'all don't know, hey, Popcorn, please type hashtag grow so everybody can see your link. Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, a lot of people got popcorn emojis going. And then TWP, he's got the little champagne glasses. So there you go. Life with Tanisha. Hi, sweetie. Welcome to the chat. When Tanisha comes in, she comes in with information. Okay, she's telling us what day is today. Good morning. Happy World Autism Day. Oh, that's close to my heart because one of my grandsons has Asperger's. And I really do appreciate you mentioning that it is Happy World Autism Day, Child Help National Day of Hope. Yes, yes. National DIY Day. We won't go there. This is a DIY family. We never hire anybody for anything, unfortunately. But yeah, some of it has gone well. Some of it we don't even talk about it. It's been interesting. But yeah, my husband said to me, I guess it was about 2 days ago, I think I should hire somebody to redo the deck. And I didn't say anything because I've seen him do decks before. The first one he did was good. The second one was interesting. And this deck is a huge deck that we have right now. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're going to hire somebody. That's great. And as soon as I got happy about that, yeah, he said, but all I really need to do. And when he said that, I was like, oh, it's over. Forget about it. National Ferret Day. Does anybody else have a husband or a wife that decides to do everything themselves? And I hope that you guys have good luck with it. I mean, honestly, Jorge is really good at doing most stuff. He gets it honest. His father was a builder. So Jorge gets it honest. He can fix stuff. He has that carpentry thing. But sometimes, and I don't think he's even taking shortcuts. I just think sometimes his perception of how it was supposed to go was just different from my vision of how it should have been executed. Let's just put it that way. National Walking Day. Get out and walk, y'all. I do 10,000 steps most days. Most days. Some days only get up to 6,000 steps. I won't lie to y'all. But most days I try to hit 10,000 steps. Does anybody else do steps? And National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Yay. I like any day that has to do with food that I eat. Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Celebrate accordingly. Bring a PB&J sandwich to the chat. Yes. Tanisha says the first Wednesday in April is set aside to ask the country to make a lifelong commitment to joining the fight to end child abuse and neglect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another one close to my heart. My husband works in the domestic court as a deputy sheriff right now. And, I feel for all the people that and all the kids that have child abuse in their family, either because of somebody else that's in the family that abused them, or because, I know some people just don't seem to get it right, do they? I don't understand child abuse or neglect. It is just a sad situation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, the Bud File Sue. I assume that's Sue. Look, I'm always wrong. Got that morning thing going on. Yes, I appreciate you. Thanks for bringing a little sunshine into the chat. Yes, hashtag grow if you want to show your link. I hope Nightbot is working because I have not seen it. And sometimes you guys, but just about everybody in this chat has got a wrench. So if you can share a link, that'll be good too. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Hi, to fam. So Bud File saying hello to everybody. And the fam adventure says, LOL, you sound like Scott. Yeah, she can't do words today because of Scott. Words aren't working today. They're out. They're not wording. Yes, indeed. But like I said, it was a very funny show. I have to appreciate that some of the stuff that was said, though, y'all told a lot about yourselves. Did you know? Okay, now I'm about to do some gossip, y'all. Here's some tea for y'all. Do you know that Kurt, I don't know if he still can, but he can dunk a basketball. Kurt, at one point, Kurt could dunk a basketball. You guys, if you didn't know that, you got to watch the show. That's good. I just gave away one of the answers, though. But you don't know what the lie is. I told you one of the truths. I unfortunately did not believe that was true and marked that as a lie. And found out later that I don't know Kurt as well as I thought I did, right? So you're going to learn a lot about the crew by watching that replay if you haven't seen it. It was interesting. Okay, yeah, Sunday is supposed to be bad. Defam. Uh-oh, somebody's knocking at the door. The dog's about to lose his mind. They can knock all they want. I'm not leaving this chat. I'm not expecting anybody either. So there you go. So you said Sunday is supposed to be bad. That's good to know that you guys are aware that you're getting bad weather, because the worst thing is a surprise. If you're in the South anywhere, be sure to check the weather today, because they said that there's going to be some tornadoes coming through. But you guys not until Sunday. That's weird. Ours is starting tonight, late tonight. Okay. She typed hashtag grow. There's Nightbot. Yay. Thank you so much, Angie or Floaty Bodie. Grow, grow, grow. Yay. Tanisha. Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys. Thank you, Ocean to Ocean, for giving us your link. Yes. Cheryl. Yes, Cheryl, you brought up my name a couple times. I heard you. I was seeing, I'm always watching. I watched Cheryl and Jeremy's playlist yesterday. I mean, I did their whole channel. I watched all of y'all's videos. I even watched some of the old chats because I wanted to see what you guys were talking about before I came over. And I found out a lot of stuff about y'all yesterday. By the way, I gotta say, Jeremy and whichever one of you is doing the music for your vlogs, wow, that music is awesome. I mean, Sometimes music can make or break a vlog. I've figured that out, especially on mine. Kathy and Brian of Travel Cake Trips, welcome to the chat. Kathy, oh yeah, I meant to tell you, yes, my dog is a Boricua. I found out that there are beans, rice and beans in his puppy mill. That's so funny. But yeah, so he is a Boricua. At least that's what my husband told me. But I'm going to tell you, dear, and when I say Boricua, for anybody who don't know what a Boricua is, that's Puerto Rican, okay? Uh, Puerto Rican male usually. But anyway, my husband is Puerto Rican. Our dog, our new puppy, who is a mess. We found out yesterday, and I don't know how Jorge didn't know this, but when Jorge got the puppy from his friend, I told you he inherited it from a friend. When he got the puppy, he told me the puppy was 9 months old. We found out yesterday when I talked to his friend's wife, the puppy is only 16 weeks old, which explains a lot. Why he keeps showing up everything. He needs obedient school. Yeah. But anyway, his name is Juan, and our last name is Soto. So his name is Juan Soto. So every time now that you see Juan Soto's name, you're going to think about my puppy. And the puppy came on one of the lives the other day. He's such a cutie pie. He is so bad, though. And he's getting big, you guys. He's supposed to be a miniature poodle. And now he's so big that, I mean, his legs are like, you're trying to hold him. His legs are hanging out all over the place. So it's kind of crazy. Anyway. Kathy said good morning, everyone. She's heading to work and listening. Hi. Hi, Vicki. Yes. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, there we go. There's a Nightbot talking about the Facebook group. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, it is I Love Foodie Vacations. It used to be called I Love Vacations. And then when I became a creator, I changed it. You know how we do. I changed it to I Love Foodie Vacations. And you can post videos there. I would suggest shorts because the people there, I've looked at the insights. They don't have they don't watch long vlogs. They only watch like the first minute or two. And they do watch them though. So that's interesting. So if I were you, I would post a short and make it a good vacation short because that's a vacation group and we only allow vacation stuff. I have to say that again and again because I didn't tell Eddie, and Eddie posted something. I can't even remember what it was, but it wasn't vacation oriented. Then I got a message from one of the members of the group, and she said, somebody's posting spam in your Facebook group. And then then Eddie got on me. He was like, you didn't tell me that. You did not say it was vacation only. Hilarious. But anyway, if he'd known that it was I Love Vacations before I Love Foodie Vacations, he would have known it's a vacation only posting. But you can post there. In other words, post something about vacations there. Even if you want to post about your group cruise, if you are a TA and you're trying to get people to come on your group cruise, post it there. I mean, some of the people may come. Every once in a while, they ask me about a group cruise or a cruise to a certain area. So it can happen. But okay, everybody said hello, hello, hello. Remember to click the like button and share this with a creator, please. I appreciate that because we want to bring new people to the community. DeFam Adventure says, last time I shared my PB&J with the chat, I spent weeks cleaning the monitor. Ron, you're silly. Ron. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up, please. Thank you, Angie. DeFam Adventures. Oh, didn't know that about travel cake trips. Ali Juan. Yes, his name is Ali Juan Soto. He was named Ali by the original owners, and I kept it because Katie, his previous mother, is such a sweetie pie, and she got so sad because she had to give up one of her puppies, the newest puppy, because he kind of lost the straw draw. And I ended up with him, which was a blessing. Okay, I love him. He's distracted me from all the misery I have gone through for the last month. And he is a handful, y'all. But anyway, so we're almost at the group cruises section of this. Every day, by the way, we talk about group cruises. I have the list. And I talk to the creators sometimes and I say, guys, just let me know the information. All I ask is who's in charge of the group, where it's going, uh, what date, and what departure port. Sometimes that's hard information for us to get, oddly enough. But it's not that much information. Yesterday, we talked about celebration, and that's the 2027 trip that everybody's been talking about, namely Cheryl and me today. We're talking about the celebration cruise that's happening in 2027 on Valentine's Day, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but I can't help it. I want to talk about it. I do plan to be on that cruise myself. Now Cheryl and Jeremy are saying they're going to be on that cruise. Scott is going to be on that cruise. My buddies Liz and Chris are going to be from Carnival Cruise Addicts. We want to do that cruise on Valentine's Day. It's going to be a cruise of love. But we all like the celebration. Well, let me take that back. They like the celebration. I've never been on the celebration, but from the excitement on Cheryl's face, I have decided I need to get on this cruise ship. And after you guys were talking about the magnolia smells and everything, I said, I got to try it. Plus, I haven't been on a Carnival cruise in years. I mean, we're talking years. I couldn't even tell you what the last cruise was. Southern Caribbean, and I can't even tell you what the name of the ship was. That's how long ago. I would have to look it up, and I think you can. So I may look that up and see what the ship was that I was on. But we had a great time. It went out of Puerto Rico, and it was spicy. Okay, it was so much fun. We had such a good time, and I guess we decided to just leave it at that on a good note because we haven't been on another Carnival cruise since then. And that's just strange, but I've been talking about it for years that we're going to get on either the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, or the Jubilee. Yeah, we haven't done it yet. So I'm definitely I'm going to look it up. Probably not today though, y'all, because I got too much going on today, but I'm going to look it up and see if I can go on and book a cabin. I heard Cheryl. Cheryl, are you on here? I know I said hello to you, but I think you're still on here. If you are, let me know what the name of that cabin was that you mentioned. And the reason I say that is because, I might take a few people with us. We might bring along a couple of grandkids. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but probably not. It'll probably just be me and Jorge. Uh, yeah, Ollie. I keep thinking. But anyway, also, I've added on my other channel, you guys, the Foodies Food channel, because I'm trying to get to 50. I'm at 42, only eight subscriptions away from 50. I'm excited about that. I haven't really been, paying much attention to that channel, but it is close to my heart. So, okay, y'all, it's close enough. We got to do these group cruises because I've already started talking about it. I got ahead of myself, y'all. You guys are still there, right? Look, I'm looking at percent. Okay, it shows there are people here. I hope y'all are still here. Okay, first of all, is anybody in the chat planning to go on the group cruises? I just want to know. Please tell me if you're planning to go on one of the group cruises. We're going to start with 2025. CNS Travels has the Vista by Carnival out of Port Canaveral, September 20th to the 28th. It is a non-group, okay? In other words, it means anybody can book it. It doesn't have a specific person that can book it, but there you go. Jeremy and Cheryl have a go live together November 9th cruise. The MSC Seascape from Galveston, Texas. It also is a non-group cruise. Scott says Family Harbor Stateroom is what Cheryl booked. Family Harbor Stateroom. Okay, I'll remember that. Okay. Thank you for that, Scott. He's on that cruise, so he knows, but we'll get to that. Next is Ryan of PK Adventure Travels Gobble and Go Cruise. That's on Thanksgiving of this year, November 22nd to the 29th. If you don't want to cook, he is doing the MSC World America. That's pretty exciting to those of us who get stuck cooking on Thanksgiving. So we don't have to cook. But November 22nd to 29th, Thanksgiving. And Ryan was telling me he has a really good price. It's like $300 or $400 below the regular price. And that's a brand new ship, y'all. So that's pretty amazing. MSC, I got to hand it to y'all. Y'all really stepping up your game. Okay, and then next is Rob, Cruising in the High Seas, Booze Cruise 3.0, out of Tampa on the Grandeur of the Seas, 10/25 to November 1st. Helping Hands for Cruising, Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, NCL Encore. This is a cruise for a good cause. Okay, November 29 to December 6th out of Miami. Then we got Scotty J Travel. Scotty, the Jubilee by Carnival out of Galveston on October 18th to the 25th. It is a, as he told me, open group cruise. Open group cruise. Okay. Now, on 2026, we got a lot of exciting stuff going on as well. Eddie's Booze Cruise 4.0, October 31st of 2026. NCL Viva out of Galveston, Texas. Yeah, and this one is the fourth booze cruise. That's why it's called 4.0. And booze, not as in alcohol, booze as in Halloween. I know. It took me a while. I had to see it in writing to understand that. Scotty J Travels has another group cruise, Carnival Magic, March 15th of 2026, out of Miami, okay? And that is a non-group cruise. Bruce of Ocean to Ocean. Bruce! The ABC cruise, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Close to my heart, okay? April 11th of 2026, it's leaving out of Miami on the Carnival Horizon. And you guys, that one is a pretty significant trip. There are a lot of people in our group going on that cruise. And if you want to book this, you need to get hold of Bruce, who is in here, Ocean to Ocean. He even put his link up. So, get hold of Bruce and tell him I'm interested in this ABC cruise. I personally can vouch for the ABCs. They are awesome islands. Wow. No hurricanes. You don't have to worry about, this is hurricane season or whatever. I mean, we're talking, what did Cheryl and them say this morning? 15 miles from South America. The Lesser Antilles is what it's called. But yeah, so there you go. Life with Tanisha RN has her group Star of the Seas. Star of the Seas, biggest ship in the world, starting next year. But October 25th of 2026. Star comes out this year, doesn't it, Tanisha? I think it does. Hello. I'm just getting behind in my years. Wish that my age was getting behind in my years. Anyway, October 25th of 2026. Royal Caribbean does the Star of the Seas. It's out of Port Canaveral. Now, the Icon is out of Miami. If you prefer going out of Port Canaveral, this is the ship for you. Yes, the Star of the Seas. Eddie Lugo's MSC Seaside, June 1st, 2026 cruise. This is a non-group. It's the 20th anniversary for Eddie and Alice. So, yeah, a lot of people are going to mess with them. Cheryl, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go on that one because it's also during the time of my anniversary. And on 2026, we're pretty close to my 30th. I don't know. I'm going to have to count and see what year that is. It might be 2027. That's the 30th anniversary. But anyway, I'm going to wait and see what Jorge says. He tries to come up with interesting ideas for us on my anniversary. Bless his heart. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be on Eddie's cruise or not because we'll be celebrating our anniversary as well. We'll see what happens. But that does sound like a good idea. I do like the idea of getting on the seaside out of Miami on that date. Now, we also added on the Helen, Georgia meetup for 2026. It's going to be March 6th to the 8th in Helen, Georgia. And the reason we did that is because people keep asking what are the dates of next year because so many of us missed this year. I'm going to definitely try to get there next year. It's driving distance away from me and Angie. Hint, Angie, hint, hint. Maybe Angie will drive over with me. Who knows? She doesn't cross the bridge though, so I don't know. I guess I'll have to come to Indiana and figure out how to get there without crossing the bridge. Angie, Angie. Anyway, we gotta go, Angie. Okay, so and now we come to the one of discussion, the 2027, the celebration cruise. Hey guys, everybody, please think about joining us on the celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. And that's February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2027. You've got a lot of time to save up some money, maybe do a DoorDash or two. I don't know, but you've got a lot of time to save up for this. So please put that in your radar. It's a non-group. Anybody can book it. Scott will be there. I will probably be there. CCA, Carnival Cruise Addicts, will be there. Jeremy and Cheryl said today that they are booking it. What was that? The name of that? We're going to find them, Kevin. It's going to be a great cruise, and it's going to be Valentine's Day. So it is a cruise of love. I can't say that enough. We're going to have a great time. Yeah, we will be doing Cool in the Gang's celebration song. Is it funny that they play that song on just about every cruise? I gotta say, I think that Cool in the Gang should just charge all the cruise ships right now. That song has been playing ever since. Well, shoot, I've been cruising for over 20 years, 30 years. Oh my God, I'm telling my age out, but my first cruise was back in the 90s, okay, 1990s. So anyway, over 30 years, and they were playing Celebration then, and La Vida Loca, and Mr. Boombastic. Yeah. So anyway, back in the day, the songs of cruises. What is your favorite cruise song? The one that you hear, is it Bob Marley? Is it Margaritaville? What is your favorite cruise song? Yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm lost in the chat again. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna go back to where we were. Yeah. Oh, Booze Cruise. Yes, Booze Cruise. Like in The Ghost, Casper the Ghost. Controversial Cruising is booking it, right? No, it's a non-group, so anybody can book it. Your favorite TA can book it, or you can book it yourself. But Scott does have a lot of information about it, so that's good. It's good to know somebody has a lot of good information. In fact, he did post, and I did not write it down, Scott, just so you know, all of the different ports. Now, it surprises me, Scott, that you don't have a commercial yet for this cruise, because it's just not like you. Anyway, I'm trying to get StreamYard. It is not even it's a matter of knowing how to do StreamYard. I have a little bit of technical fear, but I'm going to try and get it so that we can start playing some commercials, and stuff like that. But PK Adventures, welcome to the chat. Ryan, you were probably here for the group cruise list, but you are not late. You're here in plenty of time. Late is like 10:59. That's late. Hi. He's saying hi to everybody. Good morning, Ryan. You're right on time. Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you. Angie says, I was in the laundry room and heard my name. What did I miss? Should I tell her what I said? I said, Angie, that Helen, Georgia next year is March 6th through 8th. Maybe I can convince Floaty Bodie to drive to Helen with me next year. And then I remembered that you said you don't do bridges. So now I'm trying to think of how we're going to get there if you don't cross the bridge. I imagine there's other ways to get there, but no, how you still have to cross the I don't know, Angie. We'll have to discuss this further. But anyway, Ron says that will be the cruise of 2027, I think. I think so too. Ron says it's not hard at all, LOL. Hmm. Are we talking about something else? Sometimes when we have little discussions in our community, it either leads to sausage or it leads to another weird discussion. But there you go. So StreamYard. Oh, StreamYard is not hard at all. Really? How easy is StreamYard? Because, from this angle, it looks like it could be a little difficult. But, I won't know till I try it. Sausage. Yes, Angie, you read my mind. Phew. But I don't know. I'm going to try it. How long have you been doing StreamYard, Ron? I noticed that you guys did a pretty good job, and I always notice the backgrounds are really nice, and everybody's able to get people into the stream. That's just exciting. Any way you look at it, I would love to be able to invite people, as guests onto the stream. You know, um, he said I started tinkering last year. Yeah, that sounds like what I'll end up doing is tinkering as first, or two. Hmm, or two. Okay, well, I just want to give you guys the full effect of foodie time. And Ron said our biggest issue was sound and audio. Okay, sound and audio. Now I wonder why that would be. Is it because, but you have nailed, so you would be good to go. Oh, sound and audio. Okay. Well, thank you, dear. I appreciate all of the knowledge that comes out of this group. And Ron, thank you for that because you kind of helped me. I haven't asked that question. I don't ask Scott because Scott seems to do things so easily. He makes things look so easy. And I just know a lot of the stuff he does is not easy. Oh my God, the way he does those commercials and the montages, we'll just call them that, during Match Game and Thirsty Thursday and all the rest of them. Scott, if I could just borrow your brain for a week, maybe I could get this stuff pretty easily. Tanisha says, I'm making plans to go to Helen. Yay! Want to see all the people. Oh, we all should plan to go next year. I mean, I didn't know about it this year until right before it happened. So, I couldn't really convince anybody yet to ride with me, to drive with me. I didn't want to drive there by myself. But this next year, by then I should have somebody, even if it's Angie. Angie says, I heard my name again. Ron said, I meant video. Oh, you meant video. Okay. Well, only way to do it is to do it, right? I guess I need to just do it. Like Eddie says, just do it. I'm going to have to just do it to do it. Um, it will make this probably a little more interesting. I know you guys probably get tired of seeing the same background, no commercials. Whenever I watch Scott's productions, I just feel like, dude, you're making the rest of us look like amateurs. Scott, I would love to bring Scott in here, although let's see, 10 o'clock, that's 7 o'clock Scott's time. He's here. Okay, he's here. Are you awake? Are you awake, Scott? Scott answers questions for me, so he's awake. So that's good. Anyway, Scott, and what's the weather like in Arizona right now? Do you guys have like bad storms during spring, or is it just hot? I may have to working, haha, and lurking. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow, you work pretty early, dude. I mean, gosh. I guess everybody does. I'm an old person. I've been retired for a minute, but I always forget that other people are working at 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning. 52 degrees right now. Impressive. We may have to do a meetup out at Scott's in the springtime, y'all. For the rest of us who are having, bad weather, we'll plan a meetup at Scott's. Arizona gets pretty hot though. By the time it gets to summer, I want no parts of that, dude. I can't do hot, 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 except for in Curacao. I'm going to go to Curacao. Okay, Nutbutt says, be sure to hit the like button and share this particular chat to a creator. Thank you. We appreciate you. But yeah, high of 62. That's pretty good. I think today is a hot day here. I didn't look and I left my phone. Left my phone in the other room. I was chasing my puppy down at the last minute. I wish I could have seen the last 5 minutes before I got on this chat today. I was chasing the puppy down. He's fast, for a 4-month-old puppy. He is very fast, and he's got long legs, and he was just laughing at me. Basically, he was running around. I was trying to catch him because I put him in his kennel, unfortunately, during this time, because if I don't, when I come back, he will have chewed everything. He is a chewer. Somebody know how to stop a dog from chewing stuff? I have no idea what to do. And my husband keeps saying he's teething on everything. He even chewed part of the windowsill. I had set it up. I was trying to be a nice mommy, my fur baby. I had set it up so that he could sit in the window and bark at people because you know how dogs love that. And he loves that. He's very loud. So I thought, oh, he's going to be happy. This will keep him content for a little while. Guys, he started chewing on the windowsill. I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, so Scott, I was totally off, totally went off on a tangent, y'all. But Scott, so whose idea was this group cruise, the one in the celebration? It was, people are beginning to say it was you. Just want to clear this up. Was it you, or did CCA come up with this idea to go on the celebration on Valentine's Day? And oh my God, on Valentine's Day, I guess we better hurry up and book it because soon everybody else will see it. Oh, not a window licker, but a window chewer. Yes. Yes. Although actually, I think he does lick the window too. He's probably both, Ron. He's a sweetie dog. I mean, he loves to cuddle. He's very affectionate. During the time that I was doing all my sad stuff, he was trying to comfort me, which was so sweet for a puppy, And I was thinking, this is the type of thing you need, especially when you need that kind of emotional support. But since then, y'all, he showed me he's a puppy. He loves to chew. He chewed up. Do you guys know what UFUs are? Some of y'all probably know. They're comfort shoes that you wear. They call them recovery shoes, and they're all rubber. They got that funny shape. He chewed up my husband's $70 UFUs. And I would laugh about it because he only chewed up my $5 sandals, my $5 flip-flops, excuse me, but he chewed up my husband's UFUs after my husband said, oh, he's teething, he's a puppy. Well, anyway, not a window licker, but a window chewer. Yeah, he loves to chew. But anyway, Scott, I know you're working, so you may not hear what I'm saying, but whose idea was the celebration? And you guys, since it is on a Valentine's Day, if you're going to book it, I guess book it soon, because sooner or later it will be a target, okay? Because that's a very nice cruise to do on Valentine's Day when you think about it. So I guess I better do it today. I have to meet with my probate lawyer today because my dad, he thought he was being slick. He put me on his bank accounts, okay? But instead of making a will, I am the only heir, by the way. I'm the only one here. So I do have a stepbrother and a stepsister. The odd thing is, since he didn't make a will, the house is now going to probate court now. So I've never experienced this before. It's going to be interesting. I don't know if anybody else here has experienced that. Maybe you should give me a heads up on what to expect. The guy told me it takes like 6 months or more, at least 6 months or something like that. And I'm trying to imagine in my mind, what kind of experience this is going to be. But no worries, no worries at all, y'all. Everything is, Vicky is calm. Oh, okay. Not by saying, be sure to connect to my other channel. Wow. I didn't know it was going to come up twice, y'all, but that would be nice. The Foodie's Food channel is about food. It's about my health. I don't know if I've ever told y'all this, but I am diabetic. Of all things, to be a foodie who's diabetic. And I have a way of keeping my diabetes number, my blood sugar down. I have several ways actually. And I want to talk about it because a lot of people are taking a lot of medication. And medication, of course, is needed especially when your blood sugar is really high. Hey, we got one of them. Yeah. But I I use berberine instead of metformin because my family has an adverse reaction to uh, metformin. It's bad. So we can't really take metformin. I'm glad because metformin is a very controversial medication that actually works really well for diabetes, but it has a lot of unusual side effects. Well, I wouldn't call them unusual, just things that everything from diarrhea to killing off your B vitamins, the whole shebang. Okay. So I decided, oh, you take metformin, Angie? So you close your ears. You don't want to hear what I'm about to say. But I take berberine because the berberine works as well. In fact, I believe in my heart of hearts that metformin is an imitation of berberine. Berberine has been around for centuries, if Chinese supplement supplementation. And I believe that metformin was an imitation of berberine because they do the same thing. But berberine has one extra benefit, and that is it brings down your cholesterol. And here's the thing, my diabetes kind of kicked up my cholesterol problems. I didn't have cholesterol problems till I got diabetes. And then next thing you know, I was having cholesterol problems. So when I started taking the berberine, you guys, both of them went down. I mean, like that. I started taking Toniq, Toniiq. I'll even type that because if you, oh, I typed, I won't tell you what I just typed. I will try to type this in here. But this particular berberine, because you have to be careful. If you take berberine as a supplement, you have to make sure the brand is good because there's a lot out there that don't work at all. And I know this because I have friends who are also taking berberine and they've taken other stuff and told me that the Toniq does work better for them than the other brands they have used. But the bad news about berberine is it's costly. If you buy it on Amazon, it's about $26 for a 90 pill, container. So I used to take 3 a day. I only take 2 a day now. And my blood sugar it went down. I'm in the pre-diabetic stage now, y'all. I'm not even full-blown diabetic anymore. And I never got past 7.0 anyway, y'all. But if you have a A1C of anything above 7, then that means that it might be harder for you to bring down your numbers. But this is the things I talk about because I am a foodie. I like sugar. I was trying to help Eddie kick his sugar habit, and Eddie's funny. But he also is, I guess, following the little routine I have of taking acacia powder. Fiber is the killer of blood glucose. I mean, that sounded funny, didn't it? Sugar in your blood. It's the killer of that. So fiber Acacia is a very fine fiber. If you have sugar problem, then you might want to consider supplementing with acacia powder and also some other fibers. You know, I eat all kind of fiber. I even add fiber to my yogurts and stuff like that because that's the best way to do it. You want to add as much fiber as you can. And I got that from a doctor who I follow, and he's an actual MD, and he was right. The fiber has helped me not only has it helped me with my blood sugar, but it has helped me to lose weight. I didn't think that was possible. My age, I'm a senior. I'm a real senior. I'm so senior, and it has really helped. So if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to keep your blood sugar down, you might consider stopping by that particular channel and check out the video I did about this. Um, oh, Ron says his weakness is breads. The boy loves bread. I understand that. Bread is something that, we grew up with. And I always say when you have a behavior that you started your childhood with, I mean, we all had PB&J sandwiches, and that was stuff we grew up with. And it's very hard to break the habit of eating something that you grew up with. Denise was telling me that she can't eat bread. And there's a lot of people who do have that, like that gluten thing where they can't eat bread. I think Robin does too. But it's a very hard habit to break unless you have to because it makes you sick. I think that would do it for me. Unfortunately, I can eat sourdough bread, and I do eat sourdough bread because sourdough bread is a probiotic, and that's good for your gut. If you crave sugar all the time, it's your gut doing that. It's sending that vagus thing. I call it the vagus nerve syndrome, where it's telling your brain, hey, I want sugar and I want it now. Your gut is the key to a lot of things. And once you fix your gut, you're like golden. Me, I used to get on cruises, y'all, and I would eat nothing but donuts. Donuts and cakes and everything you can think of that's sweet. I was always craving sweet because my gut was so messed up. And then I could never figure out why I was always sick. But that's a thing. That's a thing. Anyway, I got off on a tangent, but that is my other channel. So I am going to mention that. Please, 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 at least give a look at it and see if there's something that interests you. I'm going to start posting more videos. I know how to make a sugar-free probiotic soda. And it's not hard at all. In fact, it's one of the easiest things that you can do. And I'm going to post that because I need to post that for my daughters. They are also diabetic. So there you go. But anyway, you guys, I know I got off on a tangent. But, food is real. Food either poisons you or heals you. Food is the thing. And when I talk about food, I try not to influence people to eat junk, because it's a very real. Oh, thank you, Ron. He said just subbed. Yay. Okay. And I'll have to resub because I also reciprocal sub from there too. Defam adventures. Okay. It's a real thing. It's a real problem for people because not only does it cause weight problems, which cause a whole myriad of other problems, but it also causes health problems. So health problems are like number one on my list of things that I have to fix. Scott says, I'll be on PK Adventures live tonight, y'all. Yay! What time? What time? Our time. Is it 9:00? Tell me the truth. But anyway, yes, Scott, tell me what time, Eastern time, you're going to be on. Okay. But yeah, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll be there. What is the name of it? No, I'm just asking questions. But yeah, talking about food and talking about health is very important to me because of my health. and because of my family's health. Everybody in my family has diabetes. My father had diabetes. It's one of the things that was causing him problems before he passed. Um, a lot of people suffer from diabetes and don't even know they have diabetes. If you fall asleep after you eat, there's a good chance that you have diabetes, because that means the sugar is going straight to your blood. So if you see somebody in your family, or you are that person in your family that falls asleep after you eat or feels real sleepy, whenever the sugar hits your blood, you'll be like, little coma thing going on. That's diabetes, y'all. So be sure and get that physical, go in and see your doctor. Don't wait till it does something else crazy to you, like give you high cholesterol and high this and high that. Anyway, so thank you guys for listening to all of that. And thank you, Ron, for subbing. And I know Ryan has already subbed to that channel. Thank you, Ryan. Please click the like button. You guys, it's so wonderful to talk to you guys every day. Thank you for coming. I can't believe it's already 11 o'clock. If you want to talk about food ever, let me know, because I love talking about this healing thing, the food healing. I believe everybody can heal themselves with food. I believe that. That's just something that I honestly believe. I always tell people that, I miss my calling in life. I should have been a dietitian. I'm so intrigued with food, not only to eat it all the time, but I'm intrigued with how it can heal your body. You know, things like blueberries that gets rid of diarrhea. Blueberries, of all things, okay? And blueberries will not hurt your diabetes. It will not hurt your sugar. So, things like that. Once you find out that kind of information, you realize that you have a very powerful thing. And Ron said, of course, yes. Ron, I know that hug feeling when you get a warm donut. Oh, yes, donuts are good. But once upon a time, Ron, I could not pass up a donut. Nowadays, okay, that's not somebody at the door. That's wind, y'all. It's the storm is beginning to come in. But once upon a time, I could not pass up a donut. Now, and if you watched my icon video at all, the embarkation, I think it was embarkation video, where I talk about the churros. You guys, I did not eat a churro for several days. It was amazing to me that I was finally able to say, okay, I don't need that churro. And that only happened after a lot of work on myself. A lot of work, okay? A lot of acacia powder and trying to fix my gut and getting away from sucralose, the sweetener that messes up your gut. Don't do that. Stay away from sucralose. That's all I'm saying. That stuff is bad. I had my husband off of sucralose for a year. One day he took something that had sucralose in it, and he said it gave him instant diarrhea. And I said, that's because your body has now gotten back to normal, and now that yellow packet is just bad for you. Any of that sucralose stuff, it just tears your gut up, It messes with the balance of the microbes in your stomach. And yes, I do talk like this a lot. Microbes, yeah. But by the gut microbacteria. Bacteria is good and bad. You want good bacteria as well as bad bacteria in your gut. So anyway, deuces, y'all. Now that I've talked about food, talked about bacteria, it's time for us to go. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. And like I said, please consider, getting on one of the group cruises. Have a great day. Angie didn't say anything about the bridge. Have a great day, Ron. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Someone's blowing up my phone.